Hi, I'm Libby Gibson, Town Manager. Welcome to What's Going On in Town Government. We had a not very long meeting
2 hours.
on
Well,
Wednesday
less
night.
than that.
Yeah, a little less than 2 hours. It was public hearing Wednesday. So we had a lot of public hearings, most of them related to liquor license items.
Oh, yeah?
We had some change of managers. We
Where?
had, okay.
These are always interesting.
Are they?
Well, I think so.
Okay, well, here's an interesting one. We had a change of manager for Sankaty Head Golf Club. Bob Kuratek, who's been there for
Wow.
a really long time,
Oh, wow.
is changing manager to Mark Kohler, who was working at the Nantucket Yacht Club. So that'll be good.
So what happened to Bob?
I would imagine Bob might have finally, maybe, possibly, I don't really
Do
know,
you remember
retired.
when he was running the boarding house?
Do you remember when he was running the India House?
No. See, you go way back.
Well, the boarding house might have been before the India House. I can't
No.
remember. No?
No.
The India House was before the boarding
It
house?
had to have been.
The India House was
I would have
great.
known because I remember Bob in '86. I worked for him, washing dishes at the boarding house.
Wow. Gino, okay.
He was my boss.
Let's not say how old that might make us.
Yeah, okay.
What else do we do? There was a change of manager for Lola Burger, from Timothy Smiles to Alexandra Starzik. What else do we have for liquor? We had a new,
What does that mean why do they have to tell you that they've got a new manager?
it's a statutory requirement. It's not a public hearing, but they have to tell the local licensing authority who the manager is. It's required by law.
Because there's alcohol involved?
Right,
All right.
right. Alteration of premises for AK Diamonds. AK's is going to open up again. So that's good.
They were closed last year, right?
Yes, because they had a big flood,
Oh, right.
remember?
Yeah.
So they've altered their premises. There's a new wine and malt license for Yoshi's, Sushi by Yoshi.
Okay.
And a new annual all-alcoholic for Orrin Moore. That's more of a change of ownership.
Oh, really? New owners?
Yep.
Wow.
Now, apparently, this place across the street here, 17 Broad Street, is going to be called, I guess it's going to be called Faros, Faros.
Okay.
They are getting an annual all-alcoholic liquor license in a restaurant. So they're going to be a
This is
restaurant.
going to have a restaurant?
It's going to be a restaurant and a hotel over here.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I had no idea.
I know. The other one was 45 Surfside Road.
That's the bakery.
That's the bakery, but we've learned more about it. Now, they were seeking an annual liquor license, all alcoholic. And the board was not all that excited about it because the school is very close by. They didn't like the thought of, it's going to be more of a cafe, it sounds like. It sounded pretty interesting. But they didn't like the idea of drinking outside. And they also didn't like the all-alcoholic idea. So they formally denied the application, but suggested that the person come back with a wine and malt.
Okay.
So it sounded like she would
But
probably
isn't the
do
Muse
that.
right there?
Yeah.
So, I don't get it.
Well,
What did they say? I mean, what was
they
their
said,
rationale for
well, they said
Did
they,
anybody say, hey, the Muse is right here
yes,
too?
somebody did say that. And they said, well, we just, we think it's too
Too
close.
much booze for the kids?
Yeah,
All right.
it was too close to the
All
school.
right.
We approved seasonal liquor licenses and some changes to the traffic regs about residential parking permits. I think the fees were lowered a bit. We
Yeah.
also had an update about the
Fees
fire.
lowered, that's good.
Yeah, that's
Happy.
hardly ever happens. The new fire station, we got an update about the schedule on that. That's moving along. It's still within budget. It's still on time. So that's very good. Next week, we have, it's the fourth Wednesday next week, and we don't meet the fifth Wednesday. So next week is Real Estate Wednesday, and then miscellaneous things come in. So we've got a bunch of real estate, and we also, our big thing on next week's agenda is going to be a presentation about alternative operational models for the island home. How else could we operate the facility in a more cost-effective manner? We have a consultant who we engaged to do this. They interviewed a whole bunch of people and examined a lot of numbers, financial numbers. So they're going to come and give their presentation, and then the next day, the Thursday, the 24th, we will have a forum, a public forum that people come in and can answer questions from 10 to noon at the community room at the 4 Fairgrounds Road Public Safety Building. So that is all
When
happening.
they talk about running it, they're only, that's all, it's operational.
It's
That's all. It's
operational.
not about moving it. It's
Well,
about-
they're going to probably review operational models of, if we keep it here, here's what the operational model or models could look like. If we moved it over here, here's what it could look like. And they'll be examining the cost differences and, not just cost today, costs going out, stuff like that.
All right.
Now, a couple other things.
By the way,
Yes,
just on that note, are we making a decision at town meeting about this?
no.
Okay.
There's nothing on the town meeting warrant about the island home other than their budget.
Well, how do we decide what's gonna happen with that?
The board, after they hear this report, they'll probably schedule another time to talk about it. I don't know when exactly, but we have talked about having a special town meeting in the fall, and I would imagine something will be on the warrant in
I
the
gotcha.
fall
Got
for
it.
the island home,
All
and
right.
it will relate to possibly moving it.
All right.
Okay, so some other things coming up. The annual town meeting. The Civic League has a Meet the Articles forum tomorrow, Saturday, from 1 to 3 at the community room at the Public Safety Building. Now, town meeting, I hope the word really gets out on this regarding parking. Obviously, there's going to be some difficulty with parking because of the school construction. So the Civic League has stepped up in a very big way, and they are going to be having a shuttle service. 3 14-passenger vans will run back and forth every 10 minutes between the 2 Fairgrounds Road lot and the high school, beginning at 8:15 and going until 10. Maybe it was 8, I forget. Might have been 8:15 till 10 o'clock. At the end of the town meeting, it will run for an hour back and forth every 10 minutes. Same thing. Now, we don't know when exactly town meeting is going to end. Typically, at the beginning of the day, the moderator says we'll probably go 9 to 5. But if at 5 o'clock we have,
An hour's
1 or
worth
2
of-
more articles left,
You're
we're
right.
probably going to do them, I would guess.
So we don't have to come back.
So we don't have to come back on Monday. So that remains a little bit up in the air. But I hope that people will really take advantage of the shuttle and or carpool, because it is going to be tight parking. I need to get in touch with the Boys Club and the hospital and the school superintendent to find out if there's any, someone suggested could maybe people temporarily park on one of the fields, like over behind the school. I don't know if that'll work out or not. So anyway, that's the town meeting situation. What else?
That's it.
Yeah, there's so much more going on besides those things, but we're really gearing up for town meeting right now. I'm working on a voter's guide with some help from a lot of people that is meant to explain the articles in layman's terms. So that will be out before town meeting. The warrant will be out this coming week. It'll be mailed to all voters with the Finance Committee motions, so that's very exciting.
Yeah.
The town report will be out.
So of the articles that are presented, which ones do we really need to focus in on? Would you
Well,
say?
I'm certain that the sewer article, Article 18, is going to be a lot of focus. That's an appropriation article, $41 million for a sewer project. Right now, the recommendation is for that project to be funded through betterments and the taxpayers. So 75% tax covered, 25% betterments. And we're hearing a lot of feedback about that. Some people are saying the betterments should be more. Some people are saying there should be no betterments. So it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. What are some other articles? There's some zoning that might be a little controversial, possibly. I already can't remember.
When do you expect 18 to come up?
I would expect 18 to come up early,
Yeah, okay.
pretty early on.
All right.
Yeah. On 18, on the sewer project, we have some FAQs on the website, and we are working on an op-ed for the newspaper for next week. And a letter has been sent out to property owners, meant to explain what's happening. If people have questions, we have a specific email address set up, sewerproject@nantucket-ma.gov. Feel free to email any questions, but try to look at the FAQs first, because your questions might be answered by that. And just a lot of gearing up for town meeting. This is going to be a busy week, just making sure everything's in order. We're trying our best not to have any technical amendments. I know people get very aggravated by them. Technical amendments are, they just happen from time to time. Things don't get realized till later, or things change after the warrant is printed. So that's how they come about. But anyway, so that's what's going on around here. You got anything else
No.
big?
Nothing,
Nothing?
not right now,
Later?
maybe.
Okay. Thank you very much. See you next time.